Hey guys, Brendan Esguerra here, and today, is the first episode in my Goosebumps fan series Production Die-Aries. Get it? Die? My Production Diary / vlog / behind the scenes documentary for my new Goosebumps fan series. And today I'm going to show you some updates on it. Well, updates in the form of new props and stuff. You know. Okay, so first we have monster blood. That's right. This jar of green crap is supposed to be monster blood from the Goosebumps story Monster Blood, which is actually going to be a part of the Monster Blood episode that I'm going to make. And you all seen them right here. Right here are all three of my... let me get you... I need some more light. There, right here are my three versions of Slappy the Dummy that I showed you in the last video. This one right here is the Goosebumps movie version of Slappy that you might remember I showed you a while ago. This one right here is the Goosebumps TV show version of Slappy. As you can see, he's got the red hair and the green eyes. Here is my completed Goosebumps Disney Plus series version of Slappy that you can see I made out of a Toy Story 4 Benson doll that I've repainted to look like and modified to look like the Goosebumps Disney Plus version of Slappy. And all three dummies actually work. Careful. Ah, shucks. You're giving me what's the word? Goosebumps? That was my best ventriloquism, routine. And I'm going to be using them. Well, I'm going to be using this one in my new Goosebumps fan series as the main Slappy the Dummy doll. I mean, the main Slappy doll in the first episode, which, spoiler alert, is going to be Night of the Living Dummy. Night of the Living Dummy Part 1, to be exact, so it could be consistent. It's just I need to order another Toy Story 4 Benson doll that I'm going to use as Mr. Wood for Night of the Living Dummy Part 1. I'm going to be ordering a fourth Toy Story 4 Benson doll, to use as Mr. Wood for Night of the Living Dummy Part 1. Because Mr. Wood was actually the main antagonist of the first Night of the Living Dummy before Slappy. It's just at the end of Night of the Living Dummy Part 1, we'll actually get to see Slappy make a surprise appearance at the end. Oh, and not only that, as you saw on YouTube recently, I've been experimenting with AI, and not gonna lie, AI is not perfect. AI sucks, but I can't blame you. It's just I'm using AI for fun and just experimenting with it. Just out of curiosity, and yes, I made a trailer for my Goosebumps fan series, which you could see on YouTube, entirely out of AI. Now, not all of the footage is AI. Some of the footage I filmed myself, while some of them are actually stock footage that I found online that is, goosebumpy. Oh, and if you pause the short, hold on a minute, now if you, pause the video and, for a split second, yes, there is a little Easter egg of Slappy the dummy screaming in front of the camera, doing a little jump scare, except there's no loud noise, it's just Slappy's face screaming at you. And there, I animated the logo myself using AI. So I know it's AI, and AI is not perfect. AI sucks. I don't blame you, but I had to make... That was actually just to give you guys an idea of what to expect from my new Goosebumps fan series. And as you can see, I've also done other AI-generated Goosebumps-related content, like this one. Yes, I made this myself. It's Slappy the Dummy coming to life. And I also did one of Prince Koru using a pre-made AI video footage, of an Egyptian death mask. And I turned it into a mummy. Yeah, that's right, it's supposed to be a mummy. And here are the short little promos I filmed myself. And another AI generated one. And this one's not AI. This is the latest one, which is Halloween related. And just for fun, here's my old proof of concept footage for proof of concept trailer for my Goosebumps fan series that I, Now, I'm not going to show you all of it, but this is, again, just to give you guys an idea of what to expect, vibe-wise. Oh, Mom, I'm making a video here, okay? Sorry, that's my mom. Don't mind her. She's just here to get something. I'm filming a video, Mom, on YouTube. Yeah, just never mind my mom, okay? Oh, and I also made some Goosebumps songs on, Suno that I would show you here, but it's on this phone, and I can't show you on that phone because Suno is not on here. But some of the songs I actually used were from Suno. Some of my own original Goosebumps songs that I might share right here on YouTube as little music videos for them. Oh, and now back. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, and oh, and speaking of my custom Slappy the Dummy, he and the other Slappies wouldn't be complete without the card that brings Slappy to life. Now, I would read it, but I can't because, it's cursed. If you read those words, Karu, Mari, you get the idea. I'm not going to read the rest of it. And as you can see here, hope you could... No, there we go. You can kind of see my stuff for my Goosebumps fan series right on my bed, including 3 Goosebumps books I bought at Target. The first one I got was fifth grade zombies from Slappy World. Revenge of the Invisible Boy from Slappy World, which was the second one. And the third one isn't from Slappy World, but the new House of Shivers series. Scariest book ever. Woo! I've read all three of them. And I'm planning on getting more, and something that isn't Goosebumps related, but just for fun, is my haunted horror comic, which is not Goosebumps at all, but it's supposed to be like Tales from the Crypt, which came before Goosebumps and was the inspiration for the series for R.L. Stine. And I already showed you my two skeletons, my small skeleton, which I'm going to customize soon, probably, and my big skeleton, which is almost life-size, but it's an alien skeleton. Could be an alien, could also be a demon, if you wanted to, but, and I even made AI-generated footage of that. And also, hold on a minute. Okay, so here I'll show you all three of my monster masks that you might have probably seen on those promos I made, which I bought at Dollar King, and which I'm actually going to use as props for my Goosebumps fan series. As you can see here's the clown, which I'm actually going to use for Murder the Clown from A Nightmare on Clown Street. And then here's the zombie. Yeah, the zombie. Well, it's supposed to be a zombie, which I'm actually going to use for something zombie related, maybe either Welcome to Dead House or Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls, well, depending on which either one of them I'm doing. I mean, it's a zombie. I mean, it's not green, but, and it kind of looks a little like Freddy Krueger, but and here's the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, which I used for my jack-o'-lantern for that one Goosebumps promo that I did that, well, I'm actually going to be using this for Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns. Or maybe a spin-off of it, I don't know. I actually need a proper pumpkin mask. That's like a full face pumpkin mask. Something that's not too cheap. This is actually what I'm going to use for the jack-o'-lantern, since it is a jack-o'-lantern and it looks very similar to the one from Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns, though it looks a little different, but that's what I'm going to use for one of the main jack-o'-lanterns. Well, the two main jack-o'-lanterns. This one I'm probably going to use for the second jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, the other jack-o'-lantern. You know, to save money and keep it low budget. Oh, and here's that monster puppet I used for that, you know, that other Goosebumps fan series promo. Rah! Well, it's not actually a monster, it's a dinosaur, but I'm just pretending it's a monster. And this is actually a prize I won at Dave & Buster's after, you know, my sister and her husband and my two nieces, Bea and Aubrey, took me for my birthday last month. And last but not least, well, for now, I guess, yeah, there's this, remember this? I ordered it, I tried ordering it last year, but it didn't come. So, but I tried again this year, and, I finally got the Distortions Unlimited activity book, which I'm actually going to be using as, you know, reference and influence for inspiration for my Goosebumps fan series, since the monsters in Distortions Unlimited look very similar to monsters you would see in an episode of Goosebumps. And from what I'm going to show you right here, I already followed the steps. I hope they're right. And like I already showed you on my Instagram, I already did I don't know if you could see it very well. The alien, and I traced it and redrew it. And then I did this one called Andromeda, in which I sort of, you know, did my own thing, and I traced it and redrew it my way. It was kind of hard. And I also did this one, the vampire bloodsucker. And I also did, I also traced, and I also redrew it. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself, and I'm going to do the other pages at like every single nook and cranny. what, like every single nook and cranny. And even though it's not really Goosebumps, I am putting it in anyway because it's an activity book and it features Goosebumps type creatures in it. So, and not only that, most of the masks and props that I'm going to use for my Goosebumps fan series, while some of them are from Paper Magic Group, including a mask that I'm going to use as the Haunted Mask. Long, Yep, this is the mask that I'm going to use for the Haunted Mask. In fact, it actually looks exactly like the one on the cover with a little bit of the TV show. See? And I'm also going to be, but not only that, I'm not only going to be using masks from the Paper Magic Group, but I'm also going to be using masks from Distortions Unlimited. You know, just whatever mask I could find on eBay. I'm actually going to order some of these masks from Distortions Unlimited that I'm going to use for my Goosebumps fan series. That, well, I'm going to order on eBay, depending on how cheap and affordable they are. Not only that, I'm even considering incorporating some characters from Distortions Unlimited into my Goosebumps fan series. Like, for example, Crazy Christian, the most popular prop from Distortions Unlimited that I'm actually going to make into a character in my Goosebumps fan series. And I'm also going to be doing Psycho Sam as well, who is Crazy Christian's male counterpart. And that's about it for now. I also I'm also kind of inking my new fan-made Goosebumps book, Curse of the Living Dummy. And I'm going to start writing it, chapter by chapter, so it could be like a real proper Goosebumps book, and it's actually one of my very own custom-made Goosebumps books. And I've also even made an original kids horror book that's actually inspired by Goosebumps, which is a part of my Spooky Nights series. And it's called Whatever Happened to Lacey. And as you could probably guess, it's based on the Lacey's Games horror ARG web series. Particularly Lacey's Wardrobe. Except it's kind of a sequel to a loose sequel to it, as after Lacey dies, her mother, ends up finding and trying to kill the stalker that killed Lacey, and then recovers her head, and her mother recovers her head and is trying to bring back Lacey back to life, and a local 13-year-old boy is investigating what's going on, and he must find out the truth about, Lacey before it's too late. And not only that, I'm also going to be doing a web series adaptation of my Spooky Nights series in conjunction with my Goosebumps fan series, along with a bunch of other horror projects like my TV-14 rated Don't Look Under the Bed adaptation. Well, Don't Look Under the Bed movie adaptation and series. Yeah, you heard me. Don't Look Under the Bed. Yes, I'm going to be doing like a TV-14 rated adult adaptation of this movie, which is going to be scary and funny and adult and grown up, and there's going to be a lot of blood and monsters in it, and of course swearing. Well, not like TVMA, but TV-14, something more akin to the Goosebumps Disney Plus series, which I'll get to in a bit. And I'm also going to be doing a TVMA adult adaptation of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, because last time I read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books, they were actually quite disturbing and scary and much more evil than Goosebumps ever was. I mean, if you look at Goosebumps, you're looking at a children's horror novel, as Goosebumps is more kid-friendly, bright and colorful, while still being kind of dark and spooky. While Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, from what I've read, it was very bloody, gory, and not very appropriate for a children's book. and they were absolutely shocking, and they also have some disturbing imagery and themes that I'm absolutely mind blown that and shocked that those were ever published for kids. I mean, I could understand Goosebumps, but scary stories to tell in the dark, it should be for adults because of how bloody and gory and inappropriate it is compared to something like this, Goosebumps. Yeah. Oh, and also about the new Goosebumps, about the Goosebumps Disney Plus series. From what I've read, the Goosebumps Disney Plus series is canceled. Hold on. Yes, I've read the news. The Goosebumps Disney Plus series has been canceled after 2 seasons. And I could totally see why, because it was actually canceled for being too dark and mature and not kid friendly, like either the 2 movies or the old Goosebumps TV show. But not all hope is lost. As Sony is actually doing a new Goosebumps reboot. Yeah, second reboot of Goosebumps, but whatever network or streaming service is it on, whether if it's Disney or whatever, Disney Plus, Hulu, or whatever, or anything else like Netflix, HBO Max, Tubi, because I have Tubi, and Peacock, Roku, Redbox, or any other streaming service. I swear to God, I hope the new Goosebumps series, the new Goosebumps reboot they're making after that is going to be kid friendly. Sorry, my phone's limit has been reached, so I'm continuing to record this. And anyway, back on topic, and about my Goosebump. Oh yeah, Sony is doing a new second reboot of Goosebumps, and I seriously don't care what streaming service or TV network is it on. I hope it's going to be kid friendly. Just like the old Goosebumps, kind of a return to form for Goosebumps. No dark themes, no adult themes, no swearing, no teen drama type stuff, no incest, no debauchery, just straight up vibes, and of course, scary but not too scary of a vibe, with some comedy here and there for kids, just like the old 1995 Goosebumps TV show, with a little bit of modernization, kind of like the movies, but until then, I'm actually going to be making a new Goosebumps fan series, to sort of make up for what the Goosebumps Disney Plus series did, and to keep Goosebumps fans busy while they wait for the new Goosebumps series on whatever streaming service it is, the new one. as well as give kids a little something for their, kids' horror fix in case they've already seen the 2 Goosebumps movies and every episode of the 90s Goosebumps TV show, and of course the Disney Plus series, and of course the new R.L. Stine's Pumpkinhead movie on Tubi, which I'm going to see real soon since it's Halloween, and I'm going to be doing that as a part of my second entry in my Goosebumps fan series Production Die-Ary entry, because I'm going to be seeing that as like inspiration and research. So until then, okay, so that's pretty much it, and yeah, it's pretty much it, and happy Halloween, everyone, and until then, have an awesome day and an awesome Halloween, and I hope you like it. Happy Halloween, everyone. Peace out.